Hey, good Thursday morning to you once again. Time for another Kirkland Lake GoldMiners chat. Last week, we had the captain, Quinn Schneidmiller, in studio with us. This week, we have one of our assistant captains, AJ Campbell, in studio with us today. Morning, AJ. How are you?
Good morning, Fergie. I'm great. How are you?
I am doing well. Thanks for taking time for us today. So, 20-year-old, 3-year NOJHL veteran. You spent the last couple of seasons with the Timmins Rock, and we acquired you during the summertime to be one of the leaders with the Kirkland Lake GoldMiners. How are things going so far?
Things are going great. You know, we got a good, solid, older veteran group along with some younger players, and I feel like we're meshing pretty well with the variety in age throughout the lineup.
Yeah, it's an interesting mix of kids, and Quinn said the same thing last week. Quinn said that in his hockey career, and you guys talk like you're all 50 years old, but in his hockey career, he's never seen a group come together this fast.
Oh, yeah. Like, we got 20-year-olds who are best friends with 15 and 16-year-olds hanging out all the time away from the rink. And, you know, that's what you like to see, is that the age doesn't matter and we're all one team. And
exactly.
Everything's just meshing together. It's great.
And around town, you see one gold miner. Pay attention, because there's 5 or 6 more behind him. You were one of Coach Trevor Ritchie's first moves when he acquired you in the summer, and I know you guys had a lot of talks, meetings during the summertime. We had a meet and greet where we brought all the newcomers into town for a weekend. I believe that was back in July. Let everybody meet each other, and at that time, you were named an assistant captain. Did that come as a bit of a surprise to you?
It was a surprise. I just came to Kirkland Lake to check out the town and everything, and I was absolutely blown away by the management, by the gold miners, and the city was just beautiful, and that park is just such a great landscape. I wanted to go walk that full kilometer there right away because I just saw the scenery and everything. It looked great.
And as far as you being an assistant captain, it would probably feel a little weird if you had a jersey without a letter on it.
You don't need a letter to be a leader. Anyone can be a leader. It's just the letter just basically gives you the right to talk to the official during the games. That's all the letter really does. Too. We got about 8 20-year-olds. They can all lead. We got some 19 and 18-year-olds. Even the younger guys, you know, lead by example.
You're from Huntsville. Tell us a bit about the family.
I have a father, a mother, and they're living in Huntsville.
Right
and
on.
Also a younger brother who recently was acquired by the Kirkland Lake GoldMiners as well.
Is that the only brother you have?
That is my only sibling, yeah.
Okay, now this is your thing, so we bring Kyler into this too much, but 2 questions. Have you played with him before?
I played an exhibition game with him last year.
Okay. You guys were on the ice together killing penalties. You had a great shorthanded chance in the last game. Is there kind of an innate feel between you guys?
I feel like there could be, just from the early days on the backyard pond, you know, just making up plays and doing cool stuff, and maybe even just playing video games together. We know how we think, and
exactly.
Maybe it could work. Who knows?
We'll see how it develops over time. Looking into your background, most fans would know you were a member of the Timmins Rock the past couple of years, and you're one of those guys that we hate to play against, and we love you now that you're one of us, because you're one of those hard-nosed kids that you get in guys' faces, you make life difficult for the opposition on the ice. Have you modeled your game after anybody?
Yeah, definitely. A couple of players that come to mind would possibly be Brendan Gallagher, Darcy Tucker, maybe.
I can see that.
Maybe even Leo Komarov with a little bit more of an edge type of thing.
Just a real pain in the ass type of guy.
Yeah.
You love to have those guys on your team.
Yeah, exactly.
As far as things go, getting ready, getting prepared for a game or whatnot, you have superstitions, you have routines you go through on game day?
I have a lot of superstitions, but I consider myself maybe so superstitious that I get rid of some in order to change things up. And, you know, I was black hockey tape for probably 17 years of my career, and then bad stretch, switched to white tape, had a couple good games, changed it up.
So that's the way it is, right? If you have success with something, you stay with it?
Oh, yeah. Well, the only things that have been consistent throughout my hockey career are probably left skate on first, always throw that on first, and then I always tape my stick, and I never let the tape on the blade touch the ground. I always keep it upside down, so that way the first thing the tape touches is the ice.
Now, are you one of those guys that when you're sitting in your stall pre-game, you're a quiet guy, or you don't mind talking to guys and joking around and whatnot?
I'm more focused. Definitely like to dial down.
So you get into the zone pre-game and whatnot?
Yeah, I visualize about 5 minutes before the game.
Okay. Favorite NHL team?
Toronto Maple Leafs.
Favorite NOJHL rink to play in?
I had to answer a road arena. I'd
Yeah.
probably say the arena in Sioux, Michigan, where the showcase is.
Okay. Yeah.
I
A couple of guys in the past have mentioned that arena too.
I like the atmosphere in that rink. It's older style as well. but,
Okay.
yeah.
You played with the Timmins Rock for a couple of years. I know you still have a lot of good friends, probably a couple of foes on that team as well. Was it difficult keeping the emotions in check first time playing against them?
Not at all.
Not at all, eh?
Second the puck dropped, it was all
It's all
business.
business. Just another game.
Just another game with maybe a little more grit and eagerness to play, a little more excitement. Wanted to work a little harder, wanted to get that 2 points a little bit more.
Yeah, exactly. If you weren't playing hockey, what sport would you be playing?
Lacrosse.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah,
You played down south?
I do. I play both box lacrosse and field lacrosse.
That is, I've never played lacrosse, but I got great admiration for lacrosse players. The hand-eye coordination is out of this world.
Oh, it's a lot of fun.
And I think the lacrosse players are among the craziest players in the world, too. That's as physical a game as you can find.
Oh, box lacrosse, the aggressiveness is off the charts.
That's why I could see you fitting right into that game.
Oh, yeah, it's a fun time.
So the boys head to beautiful downtown Noelville to take on the French River Rapids. Then back home Sunday night against your old mates, the Timmins Rock.
Yep.
4-point weekend, I can see it.
That's the goal.
Thanks so much for doing this, AJ. It was a whole lot of fun.
Thanks so much for having me, Fergie.
And go get them this weekend. First star both nights.
Will do. I'll try my best. Thanks, Ferg.